Tiffany Haddish is an American comedian, actress, and author known for her energetic personality, sharp wit, and unfiltered storytelling. She rose to fame with her breakout role in the 2017 comedy film Girls Trip, where she stole scenes alongside Regina Hall, Queen Latifah, and Jada Pinkett Smith. Haddish has since starred in various films and TV shows, including Night School, Like a Boss, and The Last OG. Born in Los Angeles in 1979, Haddish had a tough upbringing, experiencing foster care and homelessness before finding success in comedy. Her stand-up often touches on her personal struggles and triumphs, making her one of the most relatable and authentic voices in Hollywood. She became the first black female stand-up comedian to host Saturday Night Live and won a Primetime Emmy for it. Haddish is also a New York Times best-selling author with her memoir, The Last Black Unicorn. The in-depth history of Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish is one of the most dynamic and outspoken comedians of her generation. From her humble beginnings to her meteoric rise in Hollywood, Haddish's journey is filled with resilience, struggle, and groundbreaking achievements. This deep dive into her life and career will explore her early struggles, breakthrough roles, behind-the-scenes trivia, stand-up specials, and lesser-known details about her career. Early life and struggles. Tiffany Haddish was born on December 3, 1979, in Los Angeles, California. Her father, Sihai Reda Haddish, was an Eritrean refugee, while her mother, Leola, was an African-American woman who worked as a small business owner. However, her childhood was anything but stable. When she was just 3 years old, her father abandoned the family, leaving her mother to raise Tiffany and her younger siblings alone. A life-altering event occurred when Haddish was around 8 years old. Her mother suffered severe brain damage in a car accident, which drastically changed her personality. She became abusive, leaving Tiffany and her siblings to navigate an unstable household. Eventually, Tiffany was placed into foster care, moving between multiple homes until her late teens. During this time, she discovered that making people laugh helped her cope with her struggles, something that would later define her career. One major turning point came when she was sent to a comedy camp at the Laugh Factory at age 15. Social workers noticed that she had a natural comedic talent and enrolled her in the program, where she was mentored by comedy greats like Richard Pryor and the Wayans family. This early exposure to stand-up ignited her passion for comedy, but her journey to success would still take years. Early career. Struggles and small breakthroughs. Despite her talent, Haddish struggled to gain a foothold in Hollywood. In the early 2000s, she worked multiple odd jobs, including as a customer service representative for Alaska Airlines. At night, she performed at comedy clubs and took minor acting roles in TV shows like That's So Raven, My Name is Earl, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. She also auditioned for numerous roles but was repeatedly turned down due to her unique comedic style and personality, which some casting directors found too raw or unconventional. However, her persistence paid off when she landed a recurring role on The Carmichael Show 2015-2017. Playing Nikisha, the loud but lovable ex-wife of Lil Rel Howery's character, Haddish earned praise for her comedic timing. During this period, she also opened for comedians like Kevin Hart, who once gave her $300 when she was homeless and living in her car. Hart told her to use the money wisely, and she credits him for helping her during one of her lowest points. Breakthrough. Girls Trip an Instant. Stardom 2017. Haddish's career changed forever with her role as Dina in the 2017 comedy Girls Trip. The film, which also starred Regina Hall, Queen Latifah, and Jada Pinkett Smith, was a box office hit, grossing over $140 million worldwide. Haddish's performance stole the show, with many critics and audiences declaring her the film's breakout star. Her energetic, no-filter delivery made her an instant favorite, and she became the first black female comedian to host Saturday Night Live later that year. She won an Emmy Award for Outstanding Guest Actress in a Comedy Series for her SNL appearance. Behind-the-scenes trivia from Girls Trip. The iconic grapefruit scene, where Dina demonstrates a wild trick, was based on an actual online video by sex expert Andy Angel. Haddish practiced it extensively before shooting, and the crew had to stop multiple times because the cast couldn't stop laughing. Haddish was the only cast member who hadn't met the real P. Diddy before the scene where they crash his party. Her reaction in the film was completely genuine. During filming in New Orleans, Haddish often took the cast and crew on real adventures through the city, introducing them to local foods and experiences that later inspired scenes in the film. Comedy specials and stand-up success. Following Girls Trip, Haddish became one of the most in-demand comedians in Hollywood. She signed a deal with Netflix and released several comedy specials, each revealing more about her personal life. Tiffany Haddish. She Ready? From the Hood to Hollywood, 2017. This Showtime special showcased Haddish's raw and unfiltered comedic style. She spoke openly about growing up in foster care, dating disasters, and struggling as a comedian in Los Angeles. Unknown facts about this special. Haddish had to self-fund parts of the special before Showtime picked it up because networks initially doubted she could sell out venues. The phrase, "She Ready?", which became her signature tagline, originated from her childhood when she would hype herself up before trying something scary or new. Tiffany Haddish. Black Mitzvah 2019. This Netflix special was a deeply personal celebration of Haddish's Jewish heritage through her Eritrean father's lineage. She formally celebrated her bat mitzvah and mixed stand-up with musical performances. Behind-the-scenes secrets. Tiffany learned Hebrew prayers for this special, and real rabbis helped her study Jewish traditions. The special included a live band, making it one of the few stand-up specials that featured musical elements throughout. Hollywood success. Film and TV roles. After Girls Trip, Haddish landed roles in several films, including Night School 2018, starring alongside Kevin Hart. Haddish played a no-nonsense GED teacher. She reportedly improvised many of her funniest lines. Like a Boss 2020, a comedy about two best friends starting a beauty business. Haddish and co-star Rose Byrne developed a real friendship off-screen. The Card Counter 2021, a rare dramatic role for Haddish, proving her versatility as an actress. Hosting and voice acting. Haddish hosted the 2021 Grammy Awards pre-show and won a Grammy for Best Comedy Album for Black Mitzvah, making her the first black woman to win in that category since Whoopi Goldberg in 1986. She also voiced Tuca in the animated series Tuca and Birdie alongside Ali Wong. Personal life and humanitarian work. Despite her fame, Haddish remains deeply connected to her roots. She has openly discussed being homeless multiple times in her life and now helps underprivileged youth through charity work and mentorship programs. In 2019, she made a special trip to Eritrea, her father's homeland, to reconnect with her heritage. She was granted Eritrean citizenship and has since advocated for better representation of African stories in Hollywood. Legacy and future projects. Tiffany Haddish has broken barriers for black female comedians in Hollywood. She continues to take on bold roles while advocating for authentic storytelling. Some upcoming projects include a film adaptation of her memoir, The Last Black Unicorn, a return to stand-up with new material based on her evolving life experiences. Tiffany Haddish's journey from foster care to Hollywood stardom is a true testament to perseverance, talent, and authenticity. Whether through stand-up, acting, or philanthropy, she continues to make a lasting impact in entertainment. Before the red carpets, before the comedy specials, before the millions, Tiffany Haddish was homeless, living in her car, struggling just to survive. But today, she's one of the most successful and beloved comedians in Hollywood. This is the incredible, true story of how Tiffany Haddish went from nothing to everything. Before we continue, if you love inspiring success stories, hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing content. The struggles before fame. Tiffany Haddish wasn't born into fame and fortune. In fact, her early life was filled with pain, struggle, and rejection. Key hardships. Born into poverty in South Central Los Angeles. Father abandoned the family when she was a toddler. Mother suffered a severe brain injury, leading to mental health struggles. Placed in foster care at just 9 years old, moving between multiple homes. Bullied, isolated, and struggling in school, she used comedy to cope. Emotional moment. At one point, Tiffany Haddish felt completely alone. No family, no home, no money. But she found one thing that kept her going, making people laugh. The turning point. Tiffany Haddish always had one gift, her ability to make people laugh. But before Hollywood noticed her, she had to fight for every opportunity. The breakthrough moment. Discovered stand-up comedy at 15, attending the Laugh Factory comedy camp. Lived in her car for years, struggling to book gigs while doing odd jobs. Kevin Hart gave her $300, telling her to get a motel room and change her life. Started performing at comedy clubs, barely making enough to eat. What she did differently: refused to quit, even after getting rejected for years. Honed her craft, performing at small clubs until she got noticed. Took every opportunity, from TV cameos to small movie roles. At this point, most people would have given up. But Tiffany Haddish didn't, and that made all the difference. The rise to fame, and then, boom, Tiffany Haddish got her big break, and everything changed overnight. Biggest career moments: 2017. Girls Trip made over $140 million, making her a household name. 2017. Became the first black female stand-up comedian to host Saturday Night Live. 2018 present. Launched multiple Netflix specials, cementing her as a comedy superstar. 2021. Won a Grammy for Best Comedy Album, becoming the second black woman in history to do so. But even with all this success, Tiffany Haddish never forgot where she came from. The millionaire lifestyle, from living in her car, to being one of the most successful comedians in Hollywood. How Tiffany Haddish spends her fortune. Luxury life. Owns multiple homes, including a mansion in Los Angeles. Smart investments. Owns businesses, real estate, and a production company. Giving back. Supports foster kids, donates to charities, and helps struggling comedians. But despite all the fame and fortune, Tiffany Haddish knows that money isn't everything. The real wealth is in her journey and the lessons she learned along the way. Lessons and motivation. So what can we learn from Tiffany Haddish's story? Here's the truth. Never give up. She faced countless struggles but never stopped chasing her dream. Turn pain into power. She used comedy to heal from a tough childhood. Stay humble and grateful. Even after millions, she still helps others. Which celebrity's rags to riches story inspires you the most? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more incredible stories.